please tell us about Nehru Chacha?
What? Your Chacha?
He was not only Chacha for me, but also for each and every child of our country.
What Nandini is saying is correct. He is very fond of children.
Ma'am, he was born on November 14th, 1889.
Hey, that's the day we celebrate as Children's Day. We also get a holiday.
See, we are celebrating his birthday as Children's Day. Let me show you some of the important pictures of these leaders. He was born in a very rich family. Born with a silver spoon, he was raised like a prince. He was very intelligent. Once, when he was a boy, he was playing with his friends. The ball fell into a small pit. Everyone tried to take it out, but the ball did not come out. Nehru went inside and bought water and poured it in the pit. Slowly, the ball came up. Everyone jumped with joy. Nehru and Gandhi had a very good and close relationship. Both of them together fought for our freedom. For this, they had been put behind bars many times. From the prison, Nehru wrote many letters to his daughter Indira Gandhi. All those letters had been published as a book called Discovery of India.
"15th August 1947. A midnight that dispels darkness and dawns into a new era. An era of hopes and aspirations, of dreams and idealism. An era that marks the rebirth of a great nation. The country embarks on a new journey led by Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of independent India.
Long years ago, we made a tryst with destiny, and now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge, not wholly or in full measure, but very substantially. At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom.
The challenge was immense, and fulfilling the pledge was not easy. Centuries of imperial rule had trampled India, and independence came at a huge cost. The nation bled with the injuries inflicted by the partition. And the divisions of religion, castes, language and gender were rooted deep in the social fabric. The economy was in tatters. There were few industries and not enough food to feed the millions. It was in such testing times that Jawaharlal Nehru set to realize his dream of a strong and resurgent India. He steered the nation on the path of recovery and modernization. A nation that could secure to its citizens dignity and rights, and can hold its head in the comity of nations. Prime Minister Nehru didn't have enough resources or experience to administer the country. All that he had was a vision for India, a moral authority earned out of dedicated years in the service of nation, and a responsibility to translate the values of Congress into a constitution for India. A constitution whose blueprint was first proposed by him in 1929. It was the year when Jawahar, at the age of 39, was chosen the president of the Lahore session, that he proposed the resolution of Purna Swaraj. India now demanded complete independence. It was a paradigm shift from the earlier demands for participation in power or dominion status. Nehru further placed before the countrymen what this independence would mean to them. For the first time, he proposed fundamental rights for all, social and economic equality, irrespective of caste, creed, religion, gender, birth or education. He spoke for abolition of untouchability and right against exploitations. He argued for religious tolerance and secularism and stood for protection of minority rights, including their cultural and educational rights. He said that the citizens of independent India would have freedom of expression of thought, right to form association, and the state would ensure social and economic justice for labor and peasantry, and give voting rights to all its adult citizens. This idea of India, as proposed by Jawaharlal Nehru, made him the darling of masses, and he was the national hero of the youth of India. Nehru understood the responsibility that came with such adulation.
Freedom and power bring responsibility. That responsibility rests upon this assembly, a sovereign body representing the sovereign people of India. Before the birth of freedom, we have endured all the pains of labor, and our hearts are heavy with the memory of this sorrow. Some of those pains continue even now. Nevertheless, the past is over, and it is the future that beckons to us now.
Nehru spent nearly 9 years in jail, fighting for independence of India. The solitary confinements and the torturous jail life failed to deter him from his path. In jail, future was uncertain, and independence was a distant dream. But Nehru would not lose hope and continued with twin task of leading the independence struggle and further refining the idea of India. Jawaharlal's intellectual capabilities and prowess and his commitment to the cause were increasingly being acknowledged and respected by all. Was a Karma Yogi. He dreamt and he worked for strong, self-reliant India till his last breath. A life that began like a prince, ended as the Emperor of Hearts. He sacrificed his comfort for the love of his nation and passed into eternity, comforted by the love of work done. India wept. Its leading light had gone. A leader who lived only to shape the collective destiny of its citizens, passed away. And the world moaned along. The champion of liberty, democracy, and liberalism would be missed forever. But his ideals would live on. His thoughts would prevail, further shaping the idea of India and the idea of an equitable world.